let's see, this is my second time trying to go live. The first time I went live, it said it wasn't connected, needed to reconnect. It was doing all kinds of wacky stuff. So I deleted that live and I'm starting a new one, and hopefully this will be better. So I got a lot of rest this weekend, feeling good now. But you know, over the weekend, you get a lot of rest and you feel energized on a Monday morning. Good morning, Melanie. And so that's that. So, yes, I rested a ton in and out this weekend. But yes, I also was productive this weekend. Good morning, Melanie, Barb, and Joydy, and Giovanna. I stayed home, so my weekend consisted of my bed, my chair here, and my kitchen table chair. But it's all good, you know. You gotta be you got to be gracious and happy that you know for the little things in life, right? So this is the Kaleidoscope Quilting Company. Again, it's www.labfabrics.com. If you go over and talk to Christine, just let her know I sent you. So yes, I'm grateful. So this morning I have this that we need to work on. I had already done, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. In case if you did miss it, I did finish the apron and I lined it. So this is the finished apron, and this also came in the Kaleidoscope box. Now, the lining is something that came from my stash. It's a good thing to have stash, right? So I'm going to pull this out, and I don't think I went through all this. So here are all our little kaleidoscope pieces, and then these are the corner pieces. And in this package, we have this fabric, isn't that beautiful? And we have this fabric, which I love. I almost stole this for the back of my quilt, and I said, no, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. So here we are. So we have table runner and mug rugs. So I'm going to set these aside and let's start working with these. So this pack says 4 10-inch blocks and 2 6-inch blocks. So here we are. I'm going to open this up. Everything is so packaged so nicely. Good morning, Pat. My internet is going in and out. Well, then I may have to just end this live and just sew this by myself because I don't know what else to do. Good morning. Try to set my life to alarms. I don't have room to clean my house. Yeah, right. Well, if it gets bad, let me know, because it did come up on YouTube, the first live, that it wasn't. So these are for my big ones, and this is for my little ones. So let's go ahead and start sewing. So how is everyone this weekend? And 1/4 inch, and here we go. Nope, that's the wrong 1/4 inch. That was the 1/4 inch the other way. Good for me. That's good. I didn't hardly anything except for some quilting projects. I have my Soft Squares mystery quilt box, mystery quilt box. So yesterday she posted the finishes. We can post our finishes now. So, oh, I thought you meant if my house got bad, you were coming to visit to clean it. Oh boy. So yes, I have that. I did do quite a bit of long arming this weekend. Oh, I hear Honey, even though I gave him a kiss that goodbye. Oh, maybe he decided not to come up the stairs. But so I did a lot of long arming this weekend, and you will see one of them was the Soft Squares quilt. It is all done. Going to reboot. Not a problem. Good morning, Regina. So I'm going to come in here. I do one. You know what? No, I'm going to do one at a time. And this time, these are big plates. I think I'm just going to, let's see. I change my mind all the time. Sometimes I just put it to one side. Sometimes I open it up. I'm going to try it this time. When they're big like this, I don't mind opening them up. They are flatter if you do open them up, the seams. But it works just fine also. There's all kinds of noises. What is going on out here? Oh, I see what's going out there. Oh, Butters is back home. That's what's going on. Butters is back home, and he's got all his buddies out there. I'm like, why? He must have been running up and down the stairs. I didn't even see him. He was as fast as lightning. Yeah, all his buddies are out there. I'm like, what is all those trucks doing out there? Yes, they all got their own big old boy trucks, and they are all out there. It's a golfing tournament today. They're doing a golfing tournament for, I don't remember what foundation. It's to raise money for children with special needs. Well, children and adults for special needs. It's a special needs organization. He does it yearly, and it's a fundraiser. So that's what they're all doing out there. I knew I was hearing stuff. I'm like, I told honey I was. Yep. So they're going to have a good old boy time. Oh boy. At least the money goes to good purpose. Morning, Maria. There's high humidity. I don't even know. I tried my hand at the way you bind your quilts. Oh, okay. I bound all my quilts that way. How did it go? Oh, I jumped in and out here. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. Well, YouTube was misbehaving for me. I was trying to watch Lynn's situation on Saturday, and it kept kicking me out. And then I tried to watch Deb and Lisa, the awkward quilter, and again, it tried to kick me out. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's on my end or a YouTube thing. I know on the situation, they said it was other people was having the same issues. And on her live sale on Tuesday, it kept kicking me out too. So I don't know. I don't know if YouTube is fixing some bugs in their system or what's going on. Oh, it did the same thing for you on Mona's live. So I think there's something with not Facebook, YouTube. No problem. Not a problem. It was kicking me out with Lynn's. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if it's happening on mine. I mean, just let me know. Not that I can do anything about it, because I don't know what's causing it. Let's see. I think they all left. It's super quiet out there. Well, I'm glad they're golfing for a cause. It is a YouTube thing. If it's a hacker issue. Okay, well, hopefully they leave me alone. I don't have the strength to deal with that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and while I do this, Let me go see what I've got. I don't understand why we're living in a society that we have to have all these hackers and everything. Like, can't they find something else to do than to wreck everybody's days? It got so frustrating that she left yesterday or Saturday. Done my 4 hours of sewing today already. Good morning, Anita. Well, I missed your last live where you showed us how to trim your quilts. You said, be careful, you don't want to nick the backing when you trim the batting. Yes. It happened on the other lives. Maybe the systems on certain people use. I don't know anymore. Good morning, E. Marie. I just wish people would just get along and hackers would not do these evil things to people. It's not necessary. Just go live your life as best as you can and leave other people alone. These hackers need to just cut it out. Okay, so we're going to go to I Know today. Ready? This is an animal. What animal is this? Oh, no, the boys are still here. I hear them all. I love these Kaleidoscope quilts. I'm excited to see this one come together. Me too. And then we're gonna learn all about that animal once you all tell me what you think that animal is. Here we are. So fox, red fox. Good morning, Candace. I did every other 5 minutes, but always after an ad. Yeah, so I don't even get the ad. Mine goes black. My screen kept going black. It would like try to go to an ad, and then instead it just went black for me this weekend. It is. Yeah. So fox is the right answer, and it happens to be a red fox, okay? So here we go. True or false? What is going on? All of a sudden, my nose got twitchy. Excuse me. I try not to do that on the live. Whoa. Okay. The true or false? Sorry. Here we go. Jody, I didn't get the ad, but image went blank. Yeah, that's what I was happening. Luckily, I realized what happened. 5 inches into the trimming, I had to cut that piece out and sew a new piece. I went ahead and continued with scissors instead of the rotary. Yes, I used to use the rotary, and I nicked way too much, so I went with scissors. Melanie, Myra, good morning. But I'll say good morning again to Anna. I assume there was an ad. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. The red fox is numerous now than the 16th century. True or false? Is the red fox is more numerous now than the 16th century? Let's see. It went by so quickly. I love the time I saved. I know we have several red foxes that come in on all our night buffets. One showed up with its back, without its back left leg. Wow. Okay. Candice, I love the quote you made for Delilah at Donna's Retreat. Beautiful. Australia didn't have its own foxes. They all imported and bred well in the bush. It used to be a huge sporting event to hunt fox with dogs on horseback. Yes, on all those British movies. All right, so I'm going to put this one here. So, true or false? Maybe I missed that. The red fox is more numerous than in the 16th century. I've got my plates over here. Oh, you know what I want to check out? I want to check out this. I want to see something. This wide plate here. I want to see if, nope, this is definitely not that. I got some thoughts in my head, you know, and then I had to see if it would work. So I have a lot of false truths. I put the kitty food for the critters, the foxes, trash pandas. You just feed everybody. Don't you, Myra? So the answer is true. True. So, ready? Here we go. Dogs are described as canine. Which of these describes foxes? A, lupine, B, porcine, or C, vulpine. So we have, maybe it's pine is everything. Lupine, A, that's what it is. A, lupine, porcine, or vulpine. There we go. I just needed a second to decode the English language there for a second. When there's an E, the I is long, so it's pine, not peen. Even though I don't consider myself a person that English is the second language, sometimes I wonder with my brain. Though technically, it would be. Technically, my grandmother says my first words were in Spanish. Good morning, Sheila. Lupine. Sheila's saying C, which is vulpine. I didn't know. They're fluffy and cute. I want to snuggle them. Good morning, Candace. Okay, so the answer is C, vulpine, if I'm saying that right. Okay, or I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself. Is it vulpine or vulpine? Okay. Flying foxes are not foxes. What kind of animal are they? Technically, me too, Leanna. My grandma said the same about me. I'm multilingual. Oh, wait, no, I'm lingual. Bat. You think porcines or porcine are pigs. Okay, squirrel. A lot of people saying squirrel. I do see a bat. And bat is the right answer. That is the right answer. All right, look, we got all our plates. This is our last plate that listen to me. Yeah, well, it kind of is a plate. I have Dresden plate on my mind. I did a tutorial coming out about Dresden plates. So that's why I've got that on my mind. Yes, you definitely have it. All right, you ready? Here we are. I'm going to put this through and show you a new one. Here we are. Good morning, Deb. We have these in nature in Puerto Rico. They live in nature. They come actually by our house and they'll go in a tree. They make a lot of noise and they come in a big pack of them, a flock of them, or whatever they're called when they come in masses. So yes, it is a parrot. Okay, is a budgie is a parrot, true or false? A budgie is a parrot, true or false? We have a true, we have a false. For all our parrot lovers out there. They're beautiful when they come. Still snoring. The doggy's still snoring or the hubby's still snoring? False. Native to Australia, I thought. We have false. Oh, 3. Okay. So it is true. It is true. It's saying a budgie is a parrot is true. So here we go. Which of the following is not which of the following is not a parrot? Which of the following is not a parrot? Ready? A, cockatoo, B, parakeet, or C, pellaret? Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay. Thought I was missing one, but I'm not. I just put it over there. Now I see. All right, let me see. We have A's, C's, number 3, B, C. Then a parakeet is considered a parrot. Oh, maybe I didn't. See, I only have 3. Where's my 4th? Oh, here it is. Boop. That's where it is. Okay, so it is, which of the following is not a parrot? It would be C, a pellaret is not a parrot. What is the breed of the largest type of parrot? Macau. Oh, that's it. I just gave you the answer. I thought it was 3. Are you working on Dresden plates? No, good morning, Dawn. I'm not. I keep calling them plates. I don't mean to say plates. I had that on my brain because I just did a Dresden plate tutorial. No, this is a Kaleidoscope quilt or table runner. So I just gave you the right answer. It's what is the breed of the largest type of parakeet? And I was supposed to wait and let you answer that, and instead I told you it's the macaw. The hyacinth macaw can reach up to 3 feet in length. So that's the largest breed or type of parakeet. So I blew that one. All right, here we are. Now this here is a U.S. landmark. What U.S. landmark is this? Good morning, Quilt Wench. How are you doing? It makes it easier. It does make it easier, doesn't it? All right, so now I'm going to put this here aside. Grand Canyon, I'm good, and you, I'm hanging in there, hanging in there. So, true or false? The river that runs through the Grand Canyon is the Arizona River. The river that runs through the Grand Canyon is the Arizona River. True or false? We have false, false. We have a lot of false and one true. And the answer is, blah, 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 blah. Oh, these are turning out gorgeous. So now I'll just have to put these in the center here. And I'm going to pin while I'm going through to make sure that I have it. And it is false. It's the Colorado River. It's the Colorado River. Which one of these distances is closest to the maximum depth of the Grand Canyon? Which of these distances is the closest to the maximum depth of the Grand Canyon? A, 1,000 feet, B, a mile, or C, 3 feet? I like these big pieces. This is like, I don't think we often get these giant ones. I like them though. I like this size. If I had a choice of size for these, so far this is my favorite size. I wonder if she makes them bigger than this. From an Aussie, I know way more than most about the U.S. You probably do. We have a lot of A's, a lot of B's, not sure, a mile. So the answer is B, a mile. B, a mile. B, a mile. Ready? The Grand Canyon is located in Arizona near the Four Corners, the only place in the U.S. where four states, I lost my place, Grand Canyon is located in Arizona near the Four Corners, the only place in the U.S. where four states meet. Name one of the other three states at the Four Corners. So the Grand Canyon is located in Arizona. We know it's located in Arizona. So name one of the three. So there's three other states that it borders. Start naming the three other states is basically what it's saying. Utah. Utah is one. Yes. Nevada. Nope. He was impressed. Oh, thank you. New Mexico. Yes. New Mexico is another one. Nevada is not. Colorado, yes. So we've got them. So the four states are Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico. That is what you have for the Grand Canyon. So we have these. I've pressed them. Now they're ready to go. All right, ready? Here we go. This is an aquatic animal. I'm trying to put it as big as I can. What is that? It's getting stuck in that one spot. Let me bring this up. Place this down. Come on. Okay, there we go. Starfish is the right answer. Yeah, I saw you making it in the morning. Next day, you posted a picture of the complete top. You're fast. I get a little obsessed with quilting. Can you tell? Yes, just a little. Hi, good morning, Vintage Style by Joe. I wish that I could give all these channels like a special like little thing that shows that they're a channel. That would be cool if they got a special highlight where all you had to do is click, and maybe how can we make that suggestion to YouTube that when a channel goes into chat, that channel should have a highlight, and then people can just go in and it'll take you to their channel to subscribe. Wouldn't that be a great idea? I feel like that would be a great idea. All right, so it is a starfish or a sea star, okay? And like here, Sherry, you're in my quilting world. That's another channel. You know, we got Deb, the Pug Mama. We have a lot here. Giovanna has a channel. I just think you all should have it highlighted somehow. All right, ready? So the starfish, true or false? All starfish have 5 rays of points. True or false? All starfish have 5 rays of points. So now this is where I come in here and I play with this. And there we go. And mush it down. Give it a good press. And ooh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. All right, next one. False, true. All I've seen have but not sure. Good morning. Hammer to smooth. Yeah, the seam, right? The one nice thing is when you do put it on the sides is that you can spin your seam in the center, and I'll show you that with the mug rug. I forget that when it comes to the center of press and open. And you know what? This is not good. I have to go back in there and redo this. I lost my center. I lost it. I must have pulled the pin out too quickly, and I lost my center. Meaning that I lost my fabric. Here we go. I have to come over here. I hate that when that happens. I didn't pin enough. I'm going to pin more. I'm going to pin the... Oh, well, I did them all. This was the only one that I did. Nope, this did it on this too. All right, lesson learned. If you're doing this, pin a lot because it shifted underneath. It shifted. Don't like when it does that. All right, and not good because this is all unbiased, so I'm trying not to stretch it. Oh, yeah. This is when I want to start speaking Espanol. Frustration. I created my own frustration by not putting enough pins. All right, here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to realign. Oh, just let me take a little bit more out. All right, now I can. So I'm going to realign that. Put more pins. So if you got this, put more pins. Oh, I didn't go this way. All right. I'm not perfect. Definitely not perfect. All right, so now we're going to come up here and pin. Pin that center back up and pin more. There we go. And this time I'm going to put this up. But at least I caught it. Could be worse. And there we are. Oh, mayhem. All is not lost. See, now we've got beautiful center, and I will have that line flat here and no problem. Oh, I didn't put these two together. Whoops. Well, with that one, I will pin a lot more. Okay, so with the starfish, it's false. It says starfish can have many more than 5 rays. And then here we are. Now the center is good. And this is good. And we have that. And the next one. So I have to see, it migrated down because I didn't have enough. So I have to go where it started migrating down. And these are teeny stitches too. So I cannot do it the way I normally pick, because I'm afraid that I will stretch things out. All right, so the next question. Which one of these is false about starfish? Ready? Which one of these is false? A starfish chopped into pieces can regrow into several new starfish. That's A. B. There are several freshwater species. And then C, they have light-sensitive eyes on the ends of their arms. So now I need to pull this out to see what I'm doing, because these are such tiny, tiny stitches. I do have my machine set at tiny stitches. All right, now I'm going to come in here. See it from this way. Okay, I've got it started. And now I'm going to carefully come in here and work at it. Okay, and now I'm going to come this way. Oh, that side is perfect. Okay, so it only migrated on this side. Okay, well, we're doing good. That's not bad. That was a little. Okay, here we go. Put those back on. Sorry, folks. I've seen someone do that. Was it Donnell? Oh, with this? You can program Nightbot to drive. Yeah, I did that, Dad. But remember, I had to fire. How many houses and trees do you have now? Not many. Not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7. Ay, caramba is right. Her points, yes. So I programmed Nightbot, Sean, the guy who sews, and Donnell helped me with that. And then I was having all kinds of issues. And was it Mona who fired Nightbot? Someone fired Nightbot because it wasn't doing its job. And it wasn't doing its job with me. It kept taking people on some wild goose chases with their channels. And then I just gave up on Nightbot. I did. And then I read something about too many moderators. I had Nightbot in as a moderator, and I all tweaked my moderators and put them back down to like the original 2 or 3. And then I could add again if I need. And since then, though, my channel has been better as far as not that many glitches. Here we are. Okay, so we're going to press this one open, and then we're going to pin this quite a bit because I had two that veered off and one that didn't. So let's just make sure that this one doesn't veer off its path. All right. So again, I put these together and match my centers, which is the most important right here. All right, yep. And then we're just going to put lots. We're going to put lots here. Make sure, see, I have this. It already migrated just by as Sheila would say to me, winning is pinning, Leanna. Right? Pinning is winning. Pinning is winning. I did it the backwards, but you know what I meant. All right. So, beautiful fabric. Is that the Motor Village quilt behind you? I've also made houses. Yes. Yep. Yep. They are beautiful. I mean, Joydie, if you like your cotton cuts because it's pre-cut, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this box as well. And don't forget, Flyaway, Cotton Cuts Flyaway, where they have open registration right now. You can use my name, Leanna. No, not Flyaway, sorry. Under the Sea. Under the Sea. And I think it's Leanna with 2 N's and C. I'll have to repost stuff about that. It's Under the Sea. We're already on Flyaway. I am actually tomorrow going to do sew up Clue 6 on Flyaway. I'm going to put the extra borders on my Wild West tomorrow because I'm going to long arm that. So here is our other one. So at this point, and you see it did nice and flat once I did everything. Just take your time. My swap group has swapped houses too. Leanna, are you an affiliate and how much are they? For these, I'm not an affiliate. She's a really tiny shop. She's a one-man, woman-owned store, or maybe she has a crew of people. So, no, you just tell her when you order that you found me, Leanna, or PastryQueen's Farm Adventures, just so that she knows that where her advertising, I guess, is what you want to call it, is working. But I am an affiliate for Cotton Cuts. Well, not an affiliate. I'm an ambassador for Cotton Cuts. So that's where that code comes in handy if you want to do Under the Sea. All right, so now I'm going to put these side triangles on. Let's see. Yep. I thought these were kaleidoscopic, but they're not. Okay. So well, wait, they might be. No, they're not. Okay. Because I never thought of that before. Is that Robin Pickens fabric? No, it's called... Here it is. It is Butterfly Calypso. And it is called, the fabric line is called Butterfly Calypso from Benertex. From Benertex, yeah. Seems like she does a lot with Benertex because I feel like the last couple of kits we've got are all Benertex. I mean, they're all lovely. I have no complaints here. They're really all very beautiful. So yeah, and she has other things, mug rugs, quilt kits, then this. So again, it's www.labfabrics.com, or you could put in your search engine Kaleidoscope Quilt and she still comes up. So Oh yeah, you need to finish too. I totally get it. I understand. No need to. Yeah, I totally understand. There we are. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they do come by. They go, this kit, I like it because, you know, it's got everything in it. I don't have to think too much. But you know, I always do my own twist on things. What time is it? Okay, so like after I get these together, I may not have time to put it together today. I'll have like the blocks together. But I mean for this live, that is. Let's see. Good morning, Andrea. I will be sending my rabbit hutch before the end of the month. Oh, that's so cute. Is that gonna be for the quilt here? So cool. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do it. So when I attach these these triangles, I'm going straight across. So I'm not putting on each one. I'm just going opposite corners here to put these on, and that will make our square. And I'm eyeballing the center here on it. So I have that. And then I'm going to come across here. Again, and I'm just eyeballing it. See, I absolutely do not need fabric. Well, you could cut your own. Here we are. We'll take this. Yes, she's the one who gifted the boy the sewing machine, if you recall. And I talked to him. He's still sewing, still making his projects on it. And yes, she gifted him the sewing machine. But let's go back to this question before I forget. Which of these is false about starfish? And the correct answer for what is false is, what in the world? There we go. There are several freshwater species. That's false. Okay? So we have 2 on here. See how they're this way? 2 like that. Now we are going to put another one, and I skip it. And I'm going to kind of put it here. And I'm going to pin it so you can see what I'm talking about. See, it's now going to go here. That's going to convert this into a square. Yeah, she's great. Okay, so ready? Starfish are related to spiny ball. Oh, I did not know this. So there you go. Ready? Starfish are related to spiny ball-shaped animals that live on the ocean floor. Name it. What's... I do not like them. I will say, before Maria hit, they were all over the beaches of Puerto Rico. I've stepped on a dead one, so I was lucky. My daughter stepped on a live one. She wasn't so lucky. She spent time in the hospital in Puerto Rico to get the spines out, and then she ended up in surgery in the United States because a piece of it got infected in her foot. And it was like a year later. It wasn't even an instant thing. They missed one, I guess, at the hospital. So let's see what you guys have written. Sea urchin. Yes. Does anybody remember Row by Row from the 2022? You visit the quilt shops and buy their row kits, sew them up, and make a quilt from the rows. I have a tub full of them to do. No, I've never heard of that, but that sounds interesting. I love that idea, but I've never heard of that. That's super awesome. Someone dropped their, oh, that would hurt. Yeah. Doggy house this week. Great. Okay, so it is sea urchins. Sea urchins is who is related. Let's see, we're getting close to time where I have to show you, but I want to finish this. I want to finish these blocks, and then I'm going to trim them so I can show you at least that. And you've seen that before, but it doesn't hurt to show you one more time. And then we'll do the little trunk show that I have. I have time too. I'm not in a huge rush. I feel like I have one of these, which means I missed one of the corners. Good morning, Anna. All right. Here we are. I got thinking to myself, how could I be rigged up so that I could sew while I'm recuperating in bed? I don't think there's any rigging. I said funny to my honey. I was like, maybe, just maybe you could put my featherweight, and so if I go on my side, if I can go on my side, it'll be right there in front of me. Or you could build some kind of thing in front of me so if I'm laying down, I could feed fabric through. He's like, no, 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 and no. He says, you're crazy. Yeah, he's like, you're crazy. He's like, when I go to work, you're going to have a babysitter for 24 hours to make sure you don't do anything crazy to yourself. I said, no, I'm going to be good. I'm just going to be crazy because, I'm going to be laying there dreaming of the things I can quilt, dreaming of the patterns I could make out of scraps. It's going to be torture. That's going to be the worst part of it, is not the sewing, not the sewing. I don't know if you all recall, we had a lady, I don't really know, from the Netherlands here. And she was in the hospital and she was watching us. She's now out just to get her quilting fix. And for the day. Babalota, that's what her name was. I'm not sure how long knee surgery will keep me away from my sewing machine. Oh no. But can you sew using the button? Like, this has a button I could use to sew. I can't coordinate myself to do it, but it's there. So here's the squares. Now they're squares. And then we just trim them up. We just go ahead and trim them up. So let me come on over here and let's go trim them up. So here we are. So these are supposed to be 10 inches. Oops. We lost you there for a second. All right. Can you see? I have an empty art bin. Look, empty. I was proud of myself. It was empty. All right, so I don't know what happened to my 12. Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I guess I found my 12 inch. I couldn't find it earlier. I don't have a 10 inch. I need one. How do I not have a 10 inch square? You would think I have a 10 inch square. How do I not have that? Oh, I do. Here it is. I only saw mine. Okay, I do have a 10 inch square. So I'm going to, do you see or not really? Let's see. So I just come in here with my 10 inch and make sure it's 10 inch. Yep. It sure is. And I am, this is not supposed to be 10 and a half. Oh yeah, square up to 10 and a half. So I knew, because if it's, obviously if there was a big hangover, I knew that there was, yeah, here's my 10.5. So I'm coming in here. It's a finished 10-inch. So I take my 10.5. I've got it all lined up. Basically what I'm cutting off is the wings and dog ears of these. So here it is. So I have that. And let's put that there. And so this is good because I only have to square up 4. So there we are. And I'm putting this, making sure. Again, all I'm doing is basically cutting off dog ears. The little triangles that you put on here are bigger so that you can trim it perfect. But look, everything is trimmed up. I don't know if that sounded good on your end. But on my end, it started sounding like the chalk thing. All right, so I'm going to come in here. I make sure that this is flush, 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 and on top. So, again, another one. And one more. So there's one day this week, and I don't know if it's tomorrow. So one day this week, I have an 8 a.m. doctor's appointment, which means I have to leave my house because it's a bit of a distance super early in the morning. And so I will not be going live that morning. I just don't, I have a doctor's appointment. Today I don't, but almost every day this week. Today and Juneteenth, which is the 19th, right? No, I have a doctor's appointment then too. So, but those are other times. But there's one, and I don't remember if it's tomorrow or Wednesday, that it's super early in the morning. Again, so there will be no live that morning, and I will drop some kind of tutorial or something. Or maybe I'll go live in the afternoon if I feel like it. But I'm just letting you know. So there, that little piece I didn't cut. So we have our 4, and then here we go. We're going to do show and tell now. Ready? Okay. Oops, sorry. Hi, Aisha. I'm trying to fix this. Okay. So you saw that I put together strip sets. Remember those strip sets? I'm going to just give you a quick sneak peek. And that's it, because this was a 2-thing tutorial. That's all you're going to get on that. But it's super adorable, so I cannot wait till you see it. Ready? Okay. So the Soft Squares Mystery Quilt. These were scraps I had, okay? So let's show you the quilt. So here is the quilt. And it goes all the way down. And then, this is the back of the quilt. Right here. Oh no, am I glitching? So that's the back. I did not pick this colorway. It was picked for me. This was a surprise to me as well. This time, last time I picked it, she wanted it to be even a mystery to me. um, so, and I long armed it. And as you can see, there's flowers that I put on there. And I did, again, I just free formed it on. I don't sit there and powder it or put designs. I just go for it when I do that. So then I had some scraps, and literally I had scraps. And I only now have I don't even have them. Very little scraps. I don't hardly have anything. So I made this mini runner, which is going to go, we have like a 2-person table in the kitchen at situation that we got going on. So when you come over to my house to sew, we also eat, and we have like a little kitchenette to make coffee, tea, and stuff. So that's going to go on there. And yes, the backing. So what I did was I put that on to long arm and had a little chunk on the side. And I'm like, oh, that's killing me. I have nothing I could put there that I could long arm. And I want to long arm something. So I took out this scraps and I made this yesterday when I put it on the long arm. So that was one. So this was the very last bit that I had. So the first bit, like, you know, when I got my scraps together, this is what I made. This was the project that's cohesive that I made with the scraps. And if you realize or look at it, doesn't this look familiar to you? It is the ginger quilter. Remember the ginger quilter box? And I had done the Americana, but I did stripes. Well, I took the idea, right? Because it's longer. This is longer. This piece is much longer than the other one. And I took the concept, and instead of doing the stripes this way, I did them this way. And there you go. So I kind of used that pattern and made it my own. And then here is the back. And again, I did the flip and stitching of the flip. Yeah, I'm going to maybe call it flip and stitch binding, where I cut 1.5 inches away and then flipped it over for the binding. So it made it super easy. And then I used that little piece on the side and my scraps. Now I don't have to worry about where I'm going to put these scraps. And I used all that space for long arming. So after I did that, I had some scraps left over still. And every bit of what was left over went into here. That's why it's kind of small, because I just didn't have any more scraps. Are you supposed to take it easy? Well, Giovanna, I'm not supposed to be on my feet a lot, but I have to be on my feet. So I have to walk and I have to sit up. I can't be in bed the entire time. When I'm in bed, there's a specific way I am in bed. But I do have to, I can't sit in bed all the time. And the doctor said it's not good to sit in bed all the time. You want to keep your muscles still going and active. You don't want them to turn to mush. So I did some long arming, yep, and that's all that I did yesterday. On Saturday I did some long arming too, and I think I showed it to you on Saturday, which was all the baby quilts. So that was the long arming for yesterday. Let me show you the baby quilts again. So remember, I do basic. This was just basic meander. It didn't even take me an hour. So I was on my feet for an hour, and then I went back to bed. So that's what I do all day. It's a bed, chair, and then some long arm. But that's it. It's the way. Yeah. And it keeps my stress level down, because when I'm in bed downstairs, all I think about is everything. And then when I'm up here, I forget. So we showed you this, that I did this, and I used variegated thread. And then yesterday I just did the fold over, and I did them. And this is actually going to be delivered today. So you know what? We're going to fold these over, and I have my label on there. See that? And I'm going to fold them over like this. And then this is how I gift it. I just take it, and I always put the back so that the inside is still a secret. And I roll. So I fold it in 4, right? And then I roll. And then, see, I have some of these strips that are cut off. And then the strips like this that are cut off. And I am going to go ahead because this is like 1 inch and I don't really. Wait, did I? Oh, I rolled it wrong. Okay, got to roll it back because I want this to be on the outside. So I roll this so that my label is up, so that they know when they receive it on the table that it's from me because it has my label showing up. Okay, there it is. So that my label is up. Okay. And then I come in here and take this. And if I had cut-offs of this, it would have been great. I would have used the same one. But I was really tight on this one, so. And then I just come in here and play with my bow. And take my cutter. And then here it is. You're not from Bushwick, right? No, I'm not. I'm from Greenpoint. Oh, show that label again? I will, because I'm going to do the second one here. So here's another one. And I am going to fold, fold again. Roll, and then I will show you my label. And there is my label. So I got this from Amazon, believe it or not. I got this label from Amazon. This is my second time ordering from them. I don't know. It comes from China. I'm gonna let you know that. And this last time they were the ones that I ordered first were small. So this last time they had offered a bigger size. So I bought the bigger size. And it comes like you pick your I guess like that was a sewing machine with a heart. I liked that one. You can pick your little thing from this little library that they have on there. You can pick your font and you could write what you want on there. So I wrote made with love because the first time I did handmade by Leanna, and some people get upset by that. I don't get it, but some people get upset because they feel like because it says handmade by Leanna that I didn't use a sewing machine. And they said that some people say that that's false advertising. So I I used them all up. So this next time when I reordered, I wrote made with love. So it doesn't say handmade, but it's made with love. The last time it said handmade with love. And my name. And then I just have on the side here, wash/cold with color catchers. Just because, I wash it on hot and I tell them like you can wash it on hot, but just so that everybody's happy when I sell them anywhere, then I know. I know what I would tell those people. It is not. I don't have an Amazon store. Um, I can look it up because I'm using my phone right now. I can look it up and try to, you know who I'm gonna look it up and see if Lisa has a store. She has an Amazon. I think she has an affiliate link with Amazon. My daughter's been getting me to try to do that, and honestly, I'm gonna use this for salvage. And honestly, I just haven't had time to do it. I should do it because I could use the affiliate for Amazon, but I don't. Maybe you can order it through Lisa's Awkward Quilters affiliate. But yeah, I could try. I could take a screenshot of what I ordered, and maybe you could look it up that way. And again, they had the little ones, and here I'll show you the little ones. But I did use them, but when I reordered, I really like it a little bigger. Let's see. So this was the old label, and it's a little, I just found one. And it's not that much bigger, but I feel like that little bit, you see, does make a difference. And they come like this. And then I cut them, I fold and press, and then I put it in and stitch it in. It's the most economical way I could find something. I think it was under $20, and I got 100 maybe. And I'm on my second or third box. No, I'm on my third box, I think, over time. So here is the book one. And it is all put together. And here is the back. And again, this one is going to go today as well. So I need to actually take pictures of these. Why have I'm wrapping them up and I haven't taken any pictures. I'm gonna have to unwrap. I am not taking any pictures of that or any of these. So I need to do that before I do that, before I give that today. And then this is the other one. And you see, it's all done, loop-de-loo, and the back. By the Dutch Label Company in Philadelphia. They're very expensive. I can't pay $1 a label. That's my problem, as I would love it not to be $1 a label. But I like that. I love that idea. I mean, if anybody, and I can't figure out the whole thing. I know Sean, the guy who sews, orders them on Spoonflower. I tried to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I need someone literally to do me the favor to do it, send it, and I'll send you a check. or you have it done for me. You have it in my cart, and I'm happy to go over to the cart and pay for it. That's where I am right now with labels. I mean, these aren't my favorite labels, but it's what I could figure out. So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. It's time for me to just have some tea and some food and sit down for lay down for a little bit. So I will see you tomorrow if I don't have my doctor's appointment. I really don't have my schedule in front of me because it's a ridiculous schedule. I have one of those baby deer hanging out with my mommy in my yard. Aw, yes, I know, Andrea, but I don't know how to do it. I'm happy if someone sends it already, and I'm happy to send somebody my logo. I did this one on Amazon too. These are the ones that I used for when we did gifting of the ones for the nursing home. I sent them this little image and I just wrote what I wanted and they did it themselves. This is one that, you just kind of glue it on with your iron. Yeah. So anyway, Everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. And just because I forgot to say who I was, I'm Leanna from the PastryQueen Smart Adventures. But I remembered in my videos because I thought that was a great suggestion. So upcoming videos, you should see that. Take care. Bye-bye.